close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Here's Achang. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Here we go. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run the sneak. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. They'll begin here on the ground. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. Down the sideline. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs. Now the try for an extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Achang. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back-end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Mahomes. The throw on the run is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
Now a 3rd and 2. To throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here's the punter now, as he is on to punt for KC. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going for it all. He's got it! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 88 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Bass's kick is good. 1 quarter in the books in this AFC division. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This fielded at about the 9. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. Got a man left side. It's caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
Sending a receiver right. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now a loose football. It's picked up by the Dolphins.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Achan. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points, but after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And the tackle is going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch. Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Extra point try by Bass. The kick is good. And the Dolphins will take a 21-7 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Tight end on the move left. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. And they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard.
Now a give on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
He was looking for Devon Achane coming out of the backfield. And it'll lead to a 2nd and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Dolphins. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
That one over the back line of the end zone. The touchback means the drive will start at the 30. Mahomes on 1st down. That is caught down the field. It's Worthy. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath and the passing game.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Mahomes. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Throwing now, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
That is fielded at the 13. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Give them 14 on that play. One first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Come on, set.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Sending it deep for Waddle. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Carrington Valentine.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Yellow. Hey, 57.
They go play action with Mahomes. He'll air it out down the middle. That's caught. And he will take this one in. 88 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. The kick here is good. Add one more point, and that takes us to the end of the first half. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. These two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. Back to it here, the 3rd quarter underway. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught downfield by Waddle. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
60 Eagles.
On the ground is H.A. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Now a screen set up for H.A. And he's into the end zone. Come on, H.A. Touchdown, Miami. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
They'll run with H-Jack. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Dolphins. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. The extra point by Bass is good. And the Dolphins will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Play action here. Mahomes. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
They'll send their tight end left. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the 2nd half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, They're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And that one not going to get there, and it's wide to the left as well. It's no good. Everything's going wrong. Unable to cut into this big deficit. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achan. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Back to throw. Over the middle. It's taken in by Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Mike, it just seems like certain games each week just align for matchups like we're seeing today. Just two quarterbacks trading blow for blow, putting on a show for their respective teams. Let's see if he can finish this drive off with another touchdown following.
The speed on display. He's in. Come on, Achan. Touchdown, Miami. Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Dolphins are able to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Motion man set right. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Throwing right, it's taken in. Here's third down and a few inches. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Attack, attack!
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. What? Only need a yard, and it's fourth down. Here's Mahomes. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the Chiefs first down They'll wind up getting close to 10 yards on 4th and 1. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Frankly, Mike, a disaster, and I don't know how else to classify it. I mean, that's now 5 turnovers, 3 coming through the air. You're just not going to win games at this level playing and giving the ball away.
On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Here's a 2nd and 12. They'll run with A-Chain. And that's a good game there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game. That's such a deflating feeling for a defense here on 3rd and short. They've got great coverage, but they don't account for the quarterback picking it up with his legs. It's exactly what he's able to do here on the scramble. Fresh set of downs.
On the handoff, this is Achane. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. On the give, it's Wright. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. And he's not going to get the 1st down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And he's going to be taken down back at the 2-yard line.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
That's taken on this side of midfield. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Now H.A. And just a short pickup there to the 35. Here's a 2nd and 9. Once again, it's H.A. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
Here's a give to H.A. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, Miami.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They go to a knee, and that will do it. Next stop, the AFC Championship game. 3rd and long.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
So a win here for the